The African American church historically has had a dual ministry focus. We're strong in terms of pointing people to heaven. That's the spiritual side of church work, pointing people to God. But also, the African American church recognized that it did not live in heaven, that there were a host of problems encountered and experienced by her constituency, and that is primarily the African American community. Historically, the African American church was not only a place to preach the gospel, but it was a kind of resource center. It was a kind of place where her constituency could find refuge. And so the church was known for creating access to things that were denied them because of their race. Now, of course, we are getting back to that mission, and we hope that we can cast a vision for the future that allows our church to, in the next 15 to 20 years, to be a emblem, a symbol of a resource center, so that we can address a number of disparities on the part of our people. Simply put, we want to position ourselves to be able to minister holistically. That word has been around for a long time. What that simply means is we're just not interested in sending people and pointing people to heaven. That's a spiritual realm. We want to make life better here. I think a gospel, our church think, a gospel that just points people to the cross and not to address crises of the moment is not a true gospel. We want to be able to position ourselves in the future to convey, to preach, and to practice a gospel that reaches the whole person. And so obviously, when you cast a vision for the future, when you talk about what you want your church ministry to look like 15, 20 years down the road, having a vision is not enough. Then you have to talk about what do we got to do to accomplish that vision, and that's more about mission or objectives, okay? One of the things we would like to do is to have a family life center. That family life center will function in a way to address those issues. In other words, we want our church and all of its ministries to serve as a resource center. They can come to our church to get advice on how to make their life better, even advice on issues pertaining to economics, entrepreneurship, starting your own business, money management. Those are the kinds of things that we want to do. And we think that building this life center, this family life center, will enable us to achieve some of those areas in closing that gap and addressing issues of disparity in a number of areas. Obviously, this vision that we have in terms of what we want our church to look like the next 15 to 20 years, I want you to keep in mind, this is not something that's going to happen tomorrow. This is not something that's going to happen in 5 years. This is long-range planning. We are drawing up the template now. If we are not saving souls, then we are not doing anything else. That's primary. So I would hope that we understand this is long range. It's going to take years to accomplish this, but this is our vision. This is our projection. This is our plan. We're going to undergird that with prayer and solicit, the support and help of the congregation, the members of the community, parents, friends, in order for us to achieve this. And so this is the at-large vision for Riley Hill Baptist Church, 6101 Riley Hill Road in Wendell, North Carolina. I'm Pastor Fullwood. God bless you.